Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Morning. Okay, so last class we have seen basic building blocks of the Power BI. So in Power BI, we have 5 basic building blocks. So these are the visualization, report, tile, dashboard, and data set. So visualization means normally we call a single graph or visual or chart in a general language. Same thing we called in Power BI is a visualization. Okay, visualization means nothing but a single graph or a single visual or a single chart. And it is available in Power BI desktop. In Power BI desktop, we have the visualizations. And next we have seen the report. Report means if multiple visuals are placed in multiple pages, we call it is a report. But normally we have the preferability. Okay, preferability means 8 to 10 visuals per page is a preferable, and 8 to 10 pages per report is a preferable. You can take 15 pages, 20 pages, and in each page you can take 20 visuals, 30 visuals also. Okay, but the preferability is 8 to 10 visuals per page and 8 to 10 pages per report. And it is available in Power BI desktop, and the visuals present in the report are called visualizations. And next one is a tile. Okay, tile also a single graph, single visual, or single chart, same like visualization. Then what is the difference between visualization and tile is visualizations are available in a desktop and tiles are available in Power BI services. And next, dashboard. What is a dashboard? If multiple visuals are placed in single page is called dashboard. Okay, so already we are created one report. Then why we are going to create this dashboard is in a report, suppose you are taken 10 visuals per page, 10 pages report, you will get 100 visualizations. Okay, instead of sharing 100 visuals to the client, among that 100 visuals, we select some 15 to 20 visuals which are informative, some colorful, attractive visuals, and those 15 to 20 visuals are placed in single page. It is a dashboard. Okay, and we share the dashboard to the client. Dashboard where it is available in Power BI services. The visuals present in the dashboard are called tiles. Okay, the difference between report and dashboard is an important one. And then data set. If data files, any data file, Excel file, CSV file, PDF file, text file, SQL database, any data file is imported into Power BI desktop, it is called data set. Once we are loading into the Power BI desktop, we called it is a data set. Only outside it is there, then only we called it is an Excel file, it is a PDF file, it is a text file like that. But once we are loading into the Power BI desktop, we call it is with a common name is a data set. So these are the basic building blocks in Power BI. Visualization, report, tile, dashboard, and data set. Next we'll come to Power BI components. So Power BI components, we have Power BI desktop, Power Query Editor, Power View, Power Map, Power Pivot, Data Management Gateway, Power BI Services, and Power Q&A. Okay, so we'll come to Power BI desktop next. First one, Power BI desktop. Here, okay. So this is a Power BI desktop. Okay, inside this Power BI desktop, we have Home tab, Insert tab, Modeling tab, View tab, Optimize, Help. Again, in each tab, we have different icons and we have filters, visualizations, data. So, lot of things are there. Okay, all we will discuss in this Power BI desktop. So, in Power BI desktop, the first one is get data. And second one is data type. Okay. And third one, okay, this is a data field. Sorry, this is a data field. And the next we have data type. And next we have visualization. Okay. And next we have filters and refreshing types and insert elements. These are the main things in Power BI desktop. These are the main things. Okay. If we cover these things, then complete Power BI desktop will be covered here. Okay. Get data, data field, data type, visualization, filter, refreshing types, insert elements. Okay. So the first one is a get data. What is this get data? Here inside the Power BI desktop, in Home tab, we have get data option. Okay. So get data means if you keep the pointer here, it is showing connect to data from multiple sources. Means whenever you are connecting from external data sources to the Power BI desktop, we use this get data. Okay. So get data, it is used to connect multiple data sources with Power BI desktop data field. Okay. Main usage of get data is used to connect multiple data sources with Power BI desktop data field. And here we can import, we can connect 200 plus data sources inside the Power BI. 200 plus data sources we can connect with the Power BI. Okay. So what are the data sources we can connect? I will show here. So this is the get data option we are using to connect different multiple data sources with Power BI data source as a data field, desktop data field. So here, if I click on this drop down, we can see here Excel workbook, Power BI dataset, data flows, common data sources. These are the common data sources. If you click on more, now it will show this different data sources. Again, here Excel workbook, text file or CSV file, XML, JSON, PDF. These are all again common data sources. Okay, common data sources. And these data sources, they categorized here. Like file is a one category. In this, we have Excel workbook, text or CSV file. XML is a modeling file, language file. JSON is a JavaScript file we can connect. And folder option is there. Folder option means you can connect directly folder with the Power BI desktop. Means suppose one folder you have, inside the folder, some 10 Excel files are there, or 10 CSV files, or 10 text files are there. Then you can connect directly folder with Power BI desktop. And PDF you can connect. Paracute, it is one data source. SharePoint folder, this is one data source. So we can connect this all related to file category. If I click on database, these are all different databases. SQL Server database, MS Access database, SQL Server Analysis Services database, Oracle database, IBM database, MySQL database, PostgreSQL database. See, we have a lot of databases. Okay. Snowflake, we have one database. all databases. If you click on Microsoft Fabric, these are all Microsoft databases, MS databases, Power BI datasets, data flows, data mart, warehouse, lakehouse, all Microsoft databases. And Power Platform. Power Platform also Microsoft databases. Okay, it's a common data service, Dataverse, data flows. Okay, these are all again is a special type of Microsoft databases. Okay, and Azure related databases. These are all Azure databases. Azure SQL, Azure Synapse Analytics, Azure Analysis Services, okay, Azure Blob Storage, Azure Cosmos. Like we have a lot of Azure data sources. Okay, Azure is a actually is a semi-structured data it will store. Okay, semi-structured data means both structured and unstructured data it will store in this Azure database. So we can connect this with the Power BI. And next we have online services. These are all live connection with the Power BI. SharePoint, online list, Microsoft Exchange, Dynamic 365 online. Okay, these are all Salesforce we can connect, Google Analytics we can connect, GitHub we can connect. Okay, see, these are all online services. Online means in a live connection from the client, we connect with the Power BI desktop using these data sources. And other, inside the other, we have web data source. Web data source means so you can connect directly website with the Power BI desktop. Okay, suppose you want to analyze Amazon related data or Flipkart data. If you want to analyze, you just take URL of that link, you take, you connect with this Power BI desktop through this web data source. And SharePoint list. Okay, see here R script, Python script, Hadoop files. Directly we can connect with the Power BI. These are all other data sources. Okay, so like this we have 200 plus data sources we can connect with the Power BI desktop, and we can do the analysis on 200 plus data sources. But in real time, okay, in real time, 80% of companies they use Excel file only as a data source. Okay, 70 to 80% of companies and clients they use Excel file as a data source. Only 20 to 30% they use different databases or live connection databases, data sources. Okay, maximum 70 to 80% of the companies and clients they use Excel only. Excel is the most preferable data source for analyze the data. Okay, mostly clients and companies they take Excel file and they provide Excel file. This Excel file we connect with the Power BI desktop and we analyze the data here. Okay, Excel file is the preferable one here. So why we are preferring Excel compared to other databases all or live connection related all? I will explain this. Okay, connection modes is there. In connection mode topics, I will explain why we are preferring this Excel. So here to connect these data sources, I will do one
Sir,
thing. I'll take
can you say
file.
online services again, sir? But why?
Yes. I will explain. Actually, in the reports, I will show one by one connection modes and reports like one Excel, one time database, one time live connection. I will show that around. Okay. 1 second. I'm taking new file. Okay. New one I opened here, Power BI desktop. Now click on this get data and click on more. Here, this is the online services. So in online services, we have SharePoint, okay, Microsoft Exchange online, Dynamic 365 online, Salesforce is there, Google Analytics is there, okay, see GitHub is there. These are all online services. Online services means directly from the client, we connect the data. Okay, they don't give the data to us. They don't provide any data to us. Okay, directly they connecting here in online. That is called live connection mode. Live connection mode. So here we have connection modes like import mode connection, direct query connection, live connection. Three types are there. Okay, I will show each one with examples. I will show what is import mode connection, what are the accesses will be there, what is the direct query connection mode, what are the accesses will be there, what is the live connection mode, how we can do that live connection, and what are the accesses will be there. I will show that are all I will show. Okay, step by step I will show. So here most of the clients and companies I told Excel is the preferable one. Okay, why means other connection modes they have the limitations. Okay, so I will show that limitations also in connection modes. So here I'm selecting Excel and click on connect. So once you click on connect, it is take you to the browsing option. So you can browse the Excel files. See here I'm selecting this Excel file. Click on this open. So once you select the Excel file, normally in Excel file means inside that we have different sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, like that. Different sheets will be there inside the Excel file. So these are the different sheets. Okay, whichever the sheet you want for analysis, you want to create the report, you select those sheets. Okay, suppose here I'm selecting orders, people, and returns. Preview it will show here. Whichever you have selected, preview it will show. And now here we have load, transform data, cancel. Three options are there. Transform data, if you click, it will take you directly to the Power Query editor. Directly it will take you to the Power Query editor for cleaning the data. Okay. Or if you click on load, the data directly it is loading into the Power BI desktop. See, I click on this load here. See, once I click on load, the data is loading inside the Power BI desktop. Okay, see orders table, people table, and returns table. Three tables means three sheets from the Excel file is loading into the Power BI desktop. So where it will store, here we have data field. It is used to store the imported data. Import means loading. Okay, see orders table, people table, and returns table. Three tables we are loaded here. Okay, using get data. So get data means use it to connect multiple data sources with Power BI desktop data field. This is the data field. Okay, here it will show the connected tables. If you click on this drop down, it will show here columns present in the table. This is orders table, means sheet you are selected from Excel. It is storing here in a structured data form, table form. So if you click on this, here it will show the different columns present in the table orders. Okay. Or if you want to see the data, here left side we have report view, table view, model view. Report view, if you click, you will get one visuals, build visuals, which were data one. map. Okay, when canvas you will get here. In this canvas, you can prepare the report. If you click on this table view, so whatever the data you are imported here, this data, it will show here in a table form. Okay, same Excel sheet form, it will show here. Excel sheet also same, structured data only, table only. So here also it will show the data in this. Okay, see, if you click on people table, if you click on returns table, you can able to see the data in a table form. In a table form only data is storing here, structured data. Okay, so this is the get data. 200 data sources we can able to import. And the next one is a data field. Data field, it is used to store the imported data in Power BI desktop. Inside the Power BI desktop, imported data it will store. Next one we have data type. This is a important one. Data type is a very important one. What is this data type? Data type means it is used to indicate the category of the data. Okay, it is used to indicate the category of the data. Okay, what is the category of the data means? So here data type indicates the category of the data, means the data is a numerical data, means data is a decimal number, or a data is a whole number, data is an integer number. Okay, or the data is a non-numerical data, means data is a characters, data is a text values. Okay, or the data is a data, date or date time or time. So that is all is indicated by this data type. Okay, it's a very important one. Once we are importing the data using get data, loading the data into Power BI desktop, first thing what we need to do is data type. Okay, if your data type is a proper, then you will get exact output values for analysis. Okay, otherwise you will get wrong values. Okay, so here inside this data type, the data we have three types. The first one is numerical data. Second one, non-numerical data. And third one, date data. Same like SQL also we have numerical data, non-numerical data, and date data. What is a numerical data? If the data having only numbers, okay? If the data having only numbers, it is a numerical data. We called it is a numerical data. Only numbers means either it is having whole numbers or having decimal numbers. Either whole numbers or decimal numbers, then we called it is a numerical data. Inside the numerical data, we have three data types. The one is whole number, and second one is decimal number, and third one is fixed decimal number. Okay, we have three. Same in SQL also we have three. Okay, there we have integer, decimal, and float. Here in Power BI also we have for numerical data three data types: whole number, decimal number, and fixed decimal number, three data types. Okay, See, data types is a very, very important. You can take any software language programming, anything. Data type, first we learn data type. If you take C language, first data type is important. If you take C++, first data type is important. If you take Java, you can take Python, you can take SQL, any software related languages you have taken, first data type is important. Okay, in data type we learn integer data type, precision, floating, something different we have, long int, short int, something. So it's a depends on tool, it will change. Depends on language, the data types will be changed. So here for numerical data we have whole number, decimal number and fixed decimal number. Whole number means here if the data having whole numbers. Whole number means it is nothing but without decimal point. Okay, without a decimal point is there, we called it is a whole number. For example, if you take something 2, 4, 5, 6, this is a one whole number, or if I am taking this is one type of whole number. Okay, either positive number or negative number without a decimal point. It is a whole number data type. And next one we have decimal number data type. So here if the data having decimal point numbers, okay, without decimal point means we assign for the whole number data type. If decimal point is there, then we assign decimal number data type. So decimal number means, example, something we can take this, or we can take negative number also, like this. Okay, this is positive number or negative number. If the data having decimal point numbers, it is indicated with assigned with decimal number data type. Okay, so we check the column values, column data values. Inside the column data values, if you have without a decimal point numbers, then we assign whole number data type. Okay, if your column data values are having decimal point numbers, then we assign decimal number data type. And third one, fixed decimal number. Fixed decimal number also, if the data having decimal point numbers, we use fixed decimal number. But whenever we are using fixed decimal number, we have the limitation here. Limitation means it will take total number of digits, 4 digits, and after the decimal point, 2 digits only it will take. Okay, so here I'm taking this. Okay, either positive or negative, total number of digits 4, and after the decimal point, 2 digits only it will take. Okay, we called it is a fixed decimal data number data type. So here, if you are using fixed decimal number data type, we have the limitations here. Problem is there. What is the problem? See, suppose you are doing multiplication, means to calculate total sales. Quantity into price you have done. Quantity into price, you are getting revenue. Total sales you are getting. So total sales or revenue, we cannot expect, we cannot predict, only will get 4 digits, total number of digits. Okay, sometimes depends on price or depends on quantity, will get 5 digits or number, or 6 digits or 8 digits or 10 digits number also will get sometimes. Okay, But if more than 4 digits, then it will not display fixed decimal number. Okay, it is a fixed one here. Okay, total number of digits 4, and after the decimal point 2 digits only it will accept. Okay, that's why we don't prefer to use this fixed decimal number nowhere. Either you have without decimal point, we use whole number data type. If you have decimal point numbers, then we use decimal number data type. Okay, we don't go for using this fixed decimal number data type. Okay, next we have non-numerical data. Non-numerical data means if the data having only characters or combination of characters and numbers. Okay, if the data having only characters or combination of characters and numbers, we called it is non-numerical data. Okay, only characters will be there or combination of characters and numbers will be there. It is a non-numerical data. For example, here, if I am taking Ankit, Ankit is having only characters. Only characters are there. Or we can take Ankit 1, 2, 3. Here, characters and numbers are there. Or we can take Ankit -1, 2, 3. So characters, numbers, special characters. Okay. Only characters or combination of characters and numbers. We called it is a non-numerical data. Okay. For non-numerical data, we have only one data type, is a text data type. In Power BI, for non-numerical data, we have only one text data type here. Okay. So text data type means we can take here either only characters or combination of characters and numbers or like this. Then we use here text data type. Next we have date data. So date data means here if the data having date or date time or time. Okay, either only date or date time combination or time. Then we take here we called it is a date data. So inside this we have one is a date data type, another one we have date time data type, another one we have time data type. Okay, so here you can give using functions or using directly you can give the date here. So it depends on the column values. If column values are having only date, you can assign only date data type. If column values are having date time combination, then we can assign date time data type. If column values are having only time, then we assign time data type. Okay, so these are the different data types in Power BI. Whole name is a numerical data. Numerical data we have whole number, decimal number, and fixed decimal number. 3 data types. Non-numerical data. In non-numerical data, we have only one text data type. And when we assign this text data type is if the column data values are having only characters or combination of characters and numbers, then we use text data type. And date data. If the data having date or date time or time, then we use date data here. So for that, here, if the column data values are having date values, then we use date data type. If date time combination is there, then we use the date time combination data type. If only time is there, we use a only time data type. Okay, so these are the different data types in Power BI. Any doubts from this? So this is a theoretically, I will show where we use this practically. I will show. Okay, till now,
Sir,
any doubt?
okay, okay.
Yes.
So one doubt, like this, wait, fixed decimal number, we can fix
Hmm.
manually, or it is like by default, it is only two places of after decimal.
By default, it will take. That's why we don't
Okay,
prefer that. Whereas in
okay,
SQL, we are creating the table and we are inserting the values. Okay. But here it
okay.
is not like that. Already you have the table. You are loading the table into the Power BI. Okay.
Hmm.
So
No,
there it will give error if you select this. Okay.
okay,
Means if your column values are more than 4 digits, it will give error. Okay.
okay, okay.
So, okay. Any doubts? Theoretical. Okay. Next, coming to here in this. So we imported the data, orders table, people table, and returns table. And if you go to table view, you can able to view the data here. You can able to see the data in table form, same like Excel sheet. Here we have row ID, order date, ship mode. These are all column header names. And inside the row ID column, we have the data values. These are the column data values. Similarly, order ID, column data values, order date, column data values. So we have column header names and then column data values. And now you just click on this column header name. Okay. Once you click on this column header name, it will open column tools here. Column tools means column manipulation related tools. The first one, name, it is showing row ID, and here we have data type. Okay. If you click on the drop down, whole number, decimal number, fixed decimal number. We have three data types. These three are belongs to numerical data. Date or time, date, time. These three are belongs to date data. Okay, date time combination, only date, only time. We select this text. So true or false binary, these two I will show in a report time. These two we called actually is a true or false and binary Boolean data types. Okay, these two are the Boolean data types. Mostly we don't use, only if requirement is there, then only we can go for using these two. Okay, report time I will show these two. Most of the time we use numerical, date, and non-numerical, these three. Okay, if you see this row ID column, inside this we have all whole numbers. Okay, we don't have the decimal point numbers. So default it is taking here data type is a whole number data type. Okay, once we are importing the data into Power BI desktop, you need to come for table view and you click on each and every column header. You check the data values and data type, both are matching or not. Okay, hardly it will take 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes only. So this is a very important. Once you imported the table data into Power BI desktop, you come to table view, you click on the column header name and you check the column data values and data type. Both are matching or not. Okay. If not matching, you change the data type. Okay. If not matching, you change the data type. See, for example, in this row ID column, we have all whole numbers. Okay. If once client is provided the data to you, you open the table. it is showing here row ID column data type is text data type. It is showing. Okay, inside the column we have data values or numbers, whole numbers, but here it is showing text data type. Okay, if you are using this row ID column in any visualization, it will give wrong results, wrong analysis it will give. Why means inside the row ID column we have whole numbers, but data type is a text data type. Okay, analysis it will give error. So that's why each and every column you click on the header, you check the column values, data values and data type. Both are matching or not. If not matching, you change the data type. Okay. See here, I'm changing here to whole number data type. Okay. See, now it is perfectly, it is showing. Similarly, second one, if I click on this order ID, here it is showing text data type. Okay. Why it is taken text here? Normally default they will take data types. Default they will take, but you need to check once. Better one time you need to check. Once you are loading the data, each and every column data values are matching with the data type or not. You need to check. See here, order ID, if I click on this, inside this we have character and number combination. ES hyphen 2013 hyphen MC 181 3045 hyphen 41597. It is having characters and numbers combination and special characters. So it is showing here text data type. Okay. So next, if I click on this, it is showing date. Okay. See date data type, it is a matching. So each and every column values and data type, both you verify here. If it is a matching, then it is a perfect. If not matching, you change the data type based on or according to the column data values. Okay, same according to column data values, you change the data type of the particular column. Okay, see here date column, once you are selected date, you have the format option also here. Okay, if you click on this drop down, see different formats are there, date formats. You can select a short date, long date, or in this form or in this form. This is a one format. Different formats are there. Okay, you can select first month and date and year, or MMDDYYYY, 4 digits year, 2 digits year, or like this, or in this form, or in this form. You can select any format. Suppose I'm selecting this format, DDMMYYYY. See your data inside this, it will show like this. Okay, column values will show in a DDMMYYYY format. It is actually depends on the client will select the format. Okay, the format of the date always you select based on, depends on the client. Suppose your client is belongs to some US somewhere. So US means date format will select first month, next date, next year. Okay, MMDDYYYY format. If your client is a Indian only, then you can select DDMMYYYY format. Okay, if your client is a Philippines client, you select first year, next month, next day. So depends on client, you need to change this data type. Okay, so once you are getting the client, you will get automatically, you will change the data type. Why means your Excel file is having their regional settings date format. According to that, you change inside this Power BI desktop also. Okay, see if your client is a US client, he will share the Excel file. In that Excel file, date format will be first month, next day, next year will be there. According to that, you change the format in the Power BI desktop also. Okay, so it will take default format, some format it will take. You change the format here. Okay, and one more important thing is, once you connected the Excel file with the Power BI, okay, if you are doing any manipulations in the Power BI, any changes in the Power BI, means you are adding the columns, you are removing the columns, removing the rows, removing the duplicates, any manipulations you can do in Power BI desktop, Power BI, it will not affect your Excel file. Okay, Excel file you are connected here, you are doing some changes in the data in Power BI. It will not affect in Excel file. Excel file it will not change. But if you have done any changes in the Excel file, any manipulations in the Excel file, it will affect your report. Okay, same changes are replicated in your report. Okay, data you loaded means you have the connection with that Excel file. Okay, there we selected connect. Once get data, you selected the data file, you click on the connect. It means you have the connection with that file. Okay, if any changes you have done in the Excel file, means you added some column in the Excel file, you added some rows in the Excel file, something changes you have done in the Excel file, same thing replicate in the Power BI also. Power BI also it will change same according to the Excel file modifications. But if you have done modifications in the Power BI, it will not replicate, not affect your Excel file. Okay, reverse it will not affect. But Excel to Power BI it will affect. Power BI to Excel, no replicate, no effect. So you can do any manipulations in Power BI. It will not affect your Excel file. So, okay. Next here, order date if I'm selected, similarly ship date. So date values are there in the column and data type is a date. So like this, each and every column you check. You just click on the column header, you see the column data values and data type. Both are matching or not. Okay, see customer name, segment, okay, like this. Okay, suppose if I click on this shipping cost, it is showing decimal number. If I click on sales, it is showing decimal number. Okay, see 414.24346.5 decimal numbers it is showing. If I click on quantity, quantity is again whole number, no decimal numbers are there. Again, discount is a decimal number, profit is a decimal number. Product name is a text. Subcategory is a text. Category is a text. Product ID is a text. Okay. See, like this, we can verify the column data values and data type. This is a very, very important. In interview, they will ask, once you import the data into Power BI desktop, which is the important and initial manipulation? Okay, once you are importing the data into Power BI desktop, which is the initial and important manipulation? People, they will tell normally Power Query editor will go and we clean the data. It is not correct. Okay, the first thing is we need to verify the column data values and data type, both are matching or not. Okay, if this is a wrong, then you can do any cleaning the data, you can create the relationships all, then also you will not get exact result. Okay, main thing is here data type once you're loading the data. So according to the column data values, first you verify the data type. If it is a not matching with your column data values, you change the data type. Okay, this is a very, very important one. So data types. After the data type, next is visualization. So in Power BI Desktop, in report view, here we have the visualizations. Okay, I'll explain one by one visualizations. Stacked bar, stacked column, clustered bar, clustered column. Each and every visual explain. Okay, means when and which visual we need to prefer, which type of data. I will explain this. Okay, so from tomorrow I will start the visualizations. One by one, I will show the visual and I will explain. Okay, any doubts till now? So get data, using this, we are importing the data, connecting the data. Okay, and data field, it is storing the imported data in Power BI Desktop, and then data type. Okay, any doubts? Okay, visualizations, I will explain in the next class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.